It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline: Uzodinma, an opportunist who doesn't believe in Imo Okorocha. The news in full. The war of words continued on Tuesday between Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma and his predecessor Rochas Okorocha, which the latter branded the governor as an opportunist who does not believe in Imo State. Okorocha, who is a senator representing the Imo West Senatorial District, in a statement issued by a special advisor on media, Sam Onwuemedo, denied ever trying to influence the governor to defend the Commission of Inquiry on Land. Uzodinma had alleged that Okorocha had wanted the Commission of Inquiry to be disbanded because of his predecessor at skeleton in his cupboard, but the senator has fired back, saying that Uzodinma does not believe in the state that he is governing. He said that in its lengthy question and answer interview written in Government House Owerri and sent to media establishments to publish, Governor Hope Uzodinma claimed that Senator Rochas Okorocha had asked him to disband the Commission of Inquiry set up by Emeka Ihedioha. Uzodinma only proved us right. He has simply confirmed what we have been saying. We have been telling those who care to listen that Uzodinma does not believe in Imo State and our people. According to Okorocha, he has no passion for the state. He does not see Imo as a state and is arrogant about that. A major reason is envious of Okorocha. Continuing his attack, he said that a man who had been a senator for 8 years and who has been aspiring to govern the state since 2003 was proud to say that he has no property in the state except the one land he bought from a family. He, on his own, admitted that he has no investment in the state and no Imo man or woman is in his employment. Long before his governorship, Okorocha had big-time investments in Owerri, another part of the state, including schools, hotels, housing estates, printing press, and so on. Even where he is living now in Owerri, known as Sibat, he bought it in the early 90s, and that is how patriotic citizens should be. He advised Uzodinma to face governance and leave Okorocha alone, adding that he must have known that nobody takes him serious again over the needless attacks against Okorocha. He has been giving Okorocha a whole lot of severe attacks just to serve as distraction to all, to divert attention from all the old failure of his administration to take one correct action since he came on board. Okorocha is not behind his failure as governor. Let him carry his cross or burden and leave Okorocha alone, Okorocha said. Uzodinma became a governor following a Supreme Court ruling and has been nicknamed the Supreme Court governor by his critics. His battle with Okorocha preceded the election following bid by Okorocha to make his in-law in the APC governorship candidate. While his in-law decamped to another party, Okorocha succeeded in getting the APC senatorial ticket, although validated by court following allegation of usurpation. The governor has seized many of the properties and assets he acquired during his time as governor, further deepening their frosty relationship. Hope Uzodinma, the Imo State governor, has read the Riot Act. Nigerian soldiers who reportedly razed several residential buildings and business premises in the Awomanma area of Oru, East local government area of the state on Monday. The soldiers allegedly razed the community in retaliation for the killing of their colleague by yet to be identified residents of the area. While condemning the gruesome killing of the soldier on one hand, Governor Uzodinma on the other hand decried the wanton destruction of residential and business properties of innocent residents of the community. Certainly, this soldier, who was on a legitimate duty to ensure free flow of traffic and to protect lives and property on Monday, November 22, did not deserve to die such a gruesome death. The governor said in a statement issued by the Imo State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Declan Emelumba. Uzodinma said the aggrieved soldiers' decision to embark on indiscriminate burning of residential and business premises of innocent citizens was not an appropriate response since two wrongs will never make a right. He further advised both parties to exercise utmost restraint and maintain the peace while investigation lasts. He said security agencies must always show professionalism by abiding by the rules of engagement while discharging their duties. The governor condoled with the family of the slain soldiers and sympathized with victims of the crisis, assuring that the state government will look into the losses from now henceforth. Governor Hope Uzodinma is serving out his first term in office and is likely to seek re-election in 2023. After all, most governors in Nigeria usually contest for second term in office after serving their first term. But Uzodinma's second term bid may be tough in view of the political development in Imo State. One of the reasons for taking this position is because of the early declaration by the former governor, Emeka Ihedioha, that he would be contesting for the post in 2023. He spoke with the conviction that he would win the election in 2023, and it will be recalled that Ihedioha had won the 2019 election in Imo under the People's Democratic Party (PDP) before the Supreme Court sacked him and declared Uzodinma of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) the authentic winner. So coming back into the race in 2023 will definitely make the contest tough, as Uzodinma will need to fight harder if he wishes to win the second term bid. Again, there were massive protests that greeted the judgment which sacked Ihedioha in 2020. The protests were in different locations in the country as people alleged that the ruling was unfair, while the judgment stood and Uzodinma carried on. Many of those who felt bad are waiting for 2023 to give Ihedioha another chance. This may make the 2023 election tough for Uzodinma. Ihedioha, on his own, is patiently waiting for 2023 to give the Imo governorship seat another shot. Little wonder he declared earlier. It is over a year to 2023 general elections, but Ihedioha has already declared his ambition and work would have started to support his bid. Moreover, Ihedioha is using some challenges in the state against Uzodinma. One of those major challenges he used to hit at Uzodinma's government is insecurity. Imo has been battling insecurity in this recent time, from the activities of the Eastern Security Network to those of the unknown gunmen. It has continued to be a rough ride in Imo. Recently, there are other issues between soldiers and civilians which resulted in face-off. With the Anambra election over, Imo is still volatile and pockets of insecurity here and there.